Hey guys, it's Xiaoma. A few months ago, I graduated, but the excitement of graduating disappeared much faster than I expected. Back in university, I thought adulthood meant freedom, but no one ever told me that adulthood actually begins with budgeting every little thing. Sometimes I feel like I grew up in a very strange area. Ever since I was young, I was encouraged to dream bigger, study harder, and constantly improve myself. And honestly, I did exactly that. I learned how to think and analyze problems, but no one ever told me how humiliating it can feel to have a decent education and still struggle financially. No one really talks about this part of life, the part after graduation. After graduating, I started carefully controlling my expenses. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I survive an entire month in China on 4,000 RMB. So I work as an artist at a game company. The job itself is actually pretty fun, but since I just graduated and recently joined the company, so my salary is still very low. So right now, I need to save as much as I can and try to work harder. This is my little home. I have 2 roommates. It's small, but for someone who just graduated, it's enough. And since it's not in the city center, so the rent is still within my budget. It costs around 1,500 RMB a month. It's very close to my company. The subway ride is only 5 minutes long. Every day, I take the subway to work. One ride costs 2 RMB. So my daily transportation cost is 4 RMB. I don't know why, but mornings always feel rushed for me. So sometimes I just eat bread and coffee at the office. Other times I buy breakfast downstairs before work, like a steamed bun or an egg. I really like this vegetable bun. It's huge and only costs 2.5 RMB. Honestly, I can't live without coffee. Without it, my brain refused to start working in the morning. Sometimes I buy a cheap coffee from a nearby mall, and 1 cup usually costs around 6 RMB. Most of the time, I buy coffee online and make it myself to save money. For lunch, I usually order takeout from shops near the company. To be honest, I'm already getting tired of eating the same things every day. I usually keep my lunch budget under 20 RMB. If work gets really busy or if I'm not that hungry, I will just buy a rice bowl from the convenience store downstairs for 6 RMB instead. Sorry, I just hate coriander. Okay, for dinner, I usually cook at home, but it's always something simple. Things like noodles or just throwing vegetables into the microwave and making vegetable soup. I usually buy vegetables from a supermarket near my apartment because they are really cheap here and fresh. This pack only costs 0.9 RMB, and it's actually one of my favorite vegetables. There are also organic vegetables here, but they are more expensive, so I usually don't buy them. Sometimes I also buy this microwave rice, and this one only costs 1.99 RMB. So today I was making seaweed egg drop soup, which is a soup basically every Chinese knows. It tastes better if you cook it properly in a pot, but for convenience, I just use the microwave. It only takes 3 minutes. A dinner like this maybe only costs 3 RMB. It's cheap, delicious, and very convenient. Actually, it was supposed to look like this, but I messed up the steps, so it turned into this instead. As you can see, I'm not exactly good at cooking. Of course, sometimes I will also buy food on my way home from work. Like today, I found this thing called rolled 凉皮. The last time I had it was probably months ago. This whole portion only costs 10 RMB, which is pretty cheap. So yeah, this is basically what my daily spending looks like. If I calculate everything together, I can usually keep my daily expenses under 30 RMB. That adds up to around 900 RMB a month. Of course, there are always extra food-related expenses here and there. So, I normally set aside around 1,500 RMB for food every month. With that kind of budget, I'm obviously not eating luxury meals every day, but for regular daily meals, it's honestly enough for me. Before this, I never realized how quickly money disappears once you become fully responsible for your own life. Actually, rent and food are my biggest monthly expenses. Other than that, there's transportation, phone bills, and occasionally social expenses. Those usually add up to around 200 RMB a month. So yeah, this is my daily life as a recent graduate in China. Can you survive in China on 4,000 RMB a month? Yes, absolutely. But surviving and living are two very different things. Anyway, this is what everyday life looks like for an ordinary recent graduate in China. If there's anything else you want to see or learn about, let me know in the comments.